What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So I've been having a Galaxy S25 Ultra for about a month, and I've been putting it through its paces, right? Doing a lot of videos about it, comparing it between this device and the iPhone 16 Pro Max to see how good it is. So I want to give you guys my thoughts about this device after having it about, 1 month. But it gives me an opportunity to test out the Maono Wave T5 wireless microphone system. Now, this microphone system here is really nice for the price, right? So it gives you an opportunity for me to give you guys my thoughts as I go along with my day of the Galaxy S25 Ultra and the new Maono Wave T5s. So let's unbox it and let me show you guys what's in this box, because I believe that if you're gonna use your device as a content creator's device, you have to have some sort of external microphones. Now, these here is pretty special. These cost about $100, and it comes complete and ready to go. So this wireless system comes really interesting. This is going to be the combo pack. You actually get a total of 3 receivers. You get one with Lightning, you get one USB Type-C, and if you want to connect to your computer, a PC, or a tablet or something like this, you could connect this part, which is really nice. This one has a volume control on here. So you could plug this up via USB Type-C to a PC. And this is also a receiver. So in this video, I'm doing vlog style. I'm gonna go about my day and I'm gonna have these connected pretty much my whole day. And I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts about the Galaxy S25 Ultra and the good, the bad, the ugly as we talk about this microphone system and the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So let's have some fun. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. All right. Oh, this is a beautiful day out here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Got my hot coffee and at Starbucks. This living life. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So I've been using the Galaxy S25 Ultra for a little over a month. And, it has been a mixed bag for me. And I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about it. Plus, I'm using the Maono Wave T5 wireless microphone system. I love these little petite microphones. We also go talk about this microphone system here. But I'm gonna break this down into a few different categories of things I like and I don't like. We're gonna talk about the design and display. We're gonna talk about the battery life. We're gonna talk about the cameras. We're gonna talk about the performance. And we're gonna talk about extras and my thought process about the overall package here that Samsung is delivering in 2025. And some good things and some bad things that I don't like about the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And we can go on this journey and my thoughts about the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Let's have some fun. So one of the things that I have a mixed bag about using the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the design, right? Some good and some bad stuff, right? Look at the design as being Samsung being lazy. The hardware looks a little kind of a mixed bag to me. And I'm gonna talk about it, right? I'm coming from the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which was a fantastic device. I am a huge fan of curved displays. But looking at the design coming from the Galaxy S23 Ultra going to the S25 Ultra, I seen that it is not Samsung-like, right? Looking at the big camera lens on the back that can be easily popped off. I saw jerry-rig everything video. I just feel that Samsung just didn't pay attention to details. The design just looked off to me. It looked awkward to me. And some people might like it, some people may not like it. It's just one of those things that I just don't like. Now, as far as the display is absolutely marvelous on this device. Probably one of the best displays I've seen on a device in a very long time. So it's a mixed bag, right? The design of the device is pretty boring. The camera lens, the cameras on the back look like something from Temu, kind of stale, boring design. And then when you look at the display, then Samsung go back to its roots of having a very good, vibrant display. And one of the things that this absolutely annoys me about the Galaxy S25 Ultra is its rough edges along the display in the front. It's very sharp. So you definitely have to use a case with it, which I do have, use a case with my device. But yes, it's a mixed bag for me. So one of the things I really do like about the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the performance. The 8 Elite processor with all the RAM, the 12 gigs of RAM and stuff like that has been absolutely amazing. It's very fast, it's very fluid. Any game you play on it, you won't have an issue with this. Now, I've always talked about this. Performance has been great on a lot of devices, right? But I think One UI 7 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra makes a huge difference. But yeah, when it comes down to performance, it don't matter what you throw at this device, whether it's games or using Samsung Dex or using multiple apps and stuff like that, you won't have no problems with performance. But again, performance has been great for a long time on smartphones. But yeah, the 8 Elite processor brings it to the next level. And I think that most users that thinking about upgrading from maybe a Note 20 or Note 10 or S9 or something like that, I think you'd be very, very pleased with the performance out of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. I think it's really good when it comes down to performance. So one of the most confusing parts about using the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the battery life. And when I say confusing, I don't mean to be in a bad way. I just think it's confusing. Now, Samsung been using the same 5,000 milliamp battery in their devices for years. I think Samsung need to step up. Now, don't get me wrong. Me coming from the Galaxy S23 Ultra going to the 25 Ultra, the battery life has been vastly improved. But compared to the competition, like my OnePlus devices or some of the older devices that has, 5,500 milliamp batteries and very optimized software, I'm getting better battery life. Listen, don't get me wrong, the battery life on the S25 Ultra with the Elite processor is good. Now, One UI does make it better, again, compared to the S23 Ultra, but looking at the competition, I'm getting better battery life with the competition versus the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So I think it's time for Samsung to step up. I mean, using the same 5,000 milliamp battery for years and years and years, I think it's time for Samsung to make a difference. Look, battery life is good, but compared to the competition, because as you know, I have, so many phones. And so when I compare them to this device, when it comes down to battery life, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is not at the top. And I think that Samsung need to fix that. Overall, I would say that the S25 Ultra battery life is good, but not as good as the competition.
All right, so the Maono Wave T5 is the next generation of wireless microphones. I really do like it. It has a frequency response of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz with a sample rate of 24-bit at 48 kilohertz. It has a signal-to-noise ratio of 80 dBs, a max SPL of 120 dBs. Now, this microphone has about 9 hours of battery life and up to 30 hours of battery life using the charging case. Now, the price of this whole complete setup will cost you right at about $100. I will leave links down in the description below. But one of the unique features about this whole setup is that Maono has its own app. The application, what that does is you can update the firmware, and you could also do some noise reduction, customized noise reduction. You could do mono stereo, and you could add some kind of sound collaboration and stuff like that.
So one of the coolest things about the Maono Wave T5 is its so-called AI noise cancellation. Right now, it's on right now, and I got some noise in the background, and you could probably barely hear it, but it's on by default. So when you take this out of the package and you start using it, the noise cancellation, the AI feature is on by default. But if I press it, okay, it turns blue. Now the noise cancellation is off. Now you hear a lot of the background noise. As you can hear, it's a lot. But by default, it's turned on. So if I turn it back on, now you do hear a difference. I think these wireless microphones is pretty cool. The so-called AI noise suppression or noise cancellation does a very good job. Also, you have a mute button here at the top. If I press that, okay, so it turns red when you hit the mute button. But again, the noise cancellation on these wireless microphones are on by default. So if you want to turn it off, don't know why, because it seemed like it doesn't affect the sound quality too much. It's only blocking some of the outside noise, the ambiance. But yeah, these are really good here as we flow some more as I'm doing this vlog video. So one of the biggest criticisms that I have with the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the camera system. It's been well documented in my videos that my displeasement of the Galaxy S25 Ultra video cameras is not that great. Now, when it comes down to the still footage, it has been okay, right? But when it comes down to the video, I've been noticing that in the auto mode section of the cameras is not that great. But when it come down to pro mode and log, which I'm shooting in 4K log right now, the video cameras has been really good, especially with color grade. So as you can see, the cameras are okay. Now, a lot of people that only have the S25 Ultra, they might say this, the camera system is the best thing since sliced bread, but compared to other devices, that's where you run into some issues. And I've been talking about this for a very long time, that compared to other devices, the camera system on the S25 Ultra is not that great. Taking it that with these big old camera lens, it gives you an assumption that you got these big cameras that's in this device, but it's all a mirage, right? Because it doesn't have a 1-inch sensor in it, so why have these big old camera lenses in it? Now, don't get me wrong, I believe that the auto mode is gonna get better with software updates, which I haven't received any software updates of the Galaxy S25 Ultra since I've been having it for about a month. And I think that the software update probably gonna fix it, but I believe, compared to the competition, auto mode versus auto mode, I think Samsung took a back seat. Looking at devices like the S23 Ultra compared to the S25 Ultra, I'm seeing some footage kind of what the S23 Ultra kind of edge a little more, but Samsung got to fix that. Samsung got to fix that. Yep, they have to fix it. So the best chicken in Louisiana is gonna be Popeye's chicken. I'm having lunch and I have some good old southern red beans and I have some chicken strips, which is really good. I really do like it. So it gives you an opportunity to hear the Galaxy S, to see the Galaxy S25 Ultra in like a low light, I ain't gonna say low light, but in a different scenario. Also, these wireless microphones and see how they sound here. Now I do got noise cancellation on. And they got some music playing in here. Hopefully you guys don't hear the music too loud, but go from there. These chicken strips are absolutely great. Oh, man. Absolutely wonderful. All right, so I'm back at Starbucks and I got my refill on my coffee. And I want to talk about some unique features of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And I'm using the wireless microphones by Maono, which is a noise cancellation because it's a lot of noise in here. But one of the things that Samsung brings to the table is the S Pen. Now the S Pen is a very good tool to get work done, jot down notes and use some of the AI tools like circle to search and stuff like that. The S Pen is great. Now, one of the downfalls of what Samsung did in the S25 Ultra is remove the ability to use the Bluetooth features of the S Pen. Now think about this. As I'm recording this video, it would have been nice to have the Bluetooth feature so I could start and stop recording Unfortunately, it doesn't have that. And I think Samsung have made a huge mistake by removing that feature. Because if I wanted to record myself as a content creator, I could use the S Pen to start the recording, to stop the recording, or to take photos. Unfortunately, not having a Bluetooth feature, now I have to walk around the device, hit record, come back and sit down, which is a huge inconvenience. Samsung removed that, and that sucks. Another thing that Samsung is good at is Samsung DeX. Samsung DeX has been very good. It hasn't been updated in a while, but it's still a good tool to plug your device up via USB Type-C to a monitor and use a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to get a lot of powerful work done. So it is definitely something that Samsung does bring to the table that makes devices like the Galaxy S25 Ultra very unique. But overall, you know, hey, listen, it's a great device. It does have some things that it needs to work on. Hopefully we get some software updates to fix some of the camera issues I've been complaining about for the past month. Also, hopefully we've been hearing that the S26 Ultra will bring the Bluetooth features and functionality back. I would say that Samsung might be removing the S Pen period, which will be a horrible mistake. So now we're hearing the flip side. We're hearing that possibly the S26 Ultra might be bringing back the Bluetooth features. Cross our fingers. But overall, you know, this device has been wonderful.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed this whole entire day, from morning to evening. Right now it's nighttime. I did this whole entire video having some fun with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. These are my thoughts about this device. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I really enjoy the Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's a very, very good device. But I think software updates will fix some of my concerns, especially in the cameras. The battery has been pretty strong for the most part. It's not as good as, you know, some of my other devices, but it is very good. The build quality is something that I'm not a fan about, but that's okay. I mean, you know, some people like it, some people don't. I'm just not a fan of it. But overall, my 1 month in with the Galaxy S25 Ultra has been very solid. If you want to see more videos of the Maono Wave T5 and videos about the Galaxy S25 Ultra, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. This is the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Maono Wave T5 synced up with the Galaxy S25 Ultra in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.